Trishika and Teddy's great beach adventure. The sun smiled down on a perfect beach day. "Ready for an adventure, Teddy?" giggled 2-year-old Trishika, her black curls bouncing like happy springs. Teddy, her big, fluffy golden retriever, let out a happy bark that was swallowed by the sound of the waves. He wagged his whole body, ready for anything. Trishika's little legs carried her as fast as they could across the warm sand. "Wait for me," she called, even though Teddy was right beside her, matching her every step. Splash! The cool water tickled Trishika's toes. She squealed with delight, sitting down right in the shallow surf and splashing her hands, sending sparkling droplets everywhere. Teddy, ever the brave protector, stood close by, letting the water lap at his paws. He watched his best friend play, his ears perked, and his tail giving a slow, happy wag. Suddenly, Teddy saw a bright red ball bobbing in the gentle surf. With a happy woof, he bounded into the water, making a big, playful splash. He returned a moment later, dropping the soggy ball at Trishika's feet. "Good boy, Teddy," she praised, giving his wet fur a big, thankful hug. Next, they decided to build a sandcastle. Trishika found the perfect spot and took out her favorite tools, a bright blue bucket and a matching bright blue spade. She patted and dug, creating a small, wobbly tower. "It's a castle for a princess," she announced to Teddy. Teddy tried to help, but his wagging tail was a bit too enthusiastic. Whoosh! Down went the tower in a puff of sand. Trishika didn't mind. She just giggled and started again, this time digging a big, wide moat. "You can be the sea monster, Teddy," she laughed. But then, a big wave, much bigger than the others, rushed up the beach. It swirled around their feet, cool and fizzy. The wave tickled Trishika's ankles and then slid back into the sea. But when she looked down, her bright blue spade was gone. Trishika's bottom lip began to wobble. A big, shiny tear rolled down her cheek. "My spade," she whispered, looking around the now empty beach. Teddy saw that his friend was sad. He walked over and gently nudged her hand with his wet nose, letting out a soft, questioning "Woof!" Teddy understood. He was on the case. He lowered his nose to the sand and began to sniff, following the trail the big wave had left behind. Trishika watched, her tears forgotten. "Find it, Teddy," she whispered, pointing with a hopeful finger. "Find my spade." Suddenly, Teddy stopped and started digging, sending sand flying everywhere. His tail wagged furiously. He had found something. He pulled his head back, and there it was. He trotted proudly back to Trishika, carrying the sandy, bright blue spade carefully in his mouth. "You found it!" Trishika cried, clapping her hands. She threw her arms around his neck. As the sun set, she knew the day's moral. Even when you lose something important, a true friend will always help you find it again.